Hi guys, welcome to Full Time Devils. I'm McKola outside Wembley where Manchester United have lost 1-0 against Chelsea after an early goal through Hazard from the penalty spot. It was an absolutely abysmal bit of defending by Phil Jones. The ball seemed to be going straight down the middle of the pitch. He seemed to make a run to the left of the area, and Hazard was clean through. By the time he made a challenge, it was too late. It was a penalty, and Hazard put the penalty away to give Chelsea the lead. After that, there was no way Manchester United were coming back into it because we just didn't seem to change things. We didn't seem to turn it on until it was too late. I thought the substitutions of Lukaku and Martial, they came too late. I thought during the game, Alexis Sanchez was really central, Lingard really central, Rashford really central. The only width that we had was coming from Ashley Young and Antonio Valencia. And when that is your only width, and they can't really cross a ball, the first ball's hitting the first man or it's going over the last man, it's really, really frustrating. We had a great opportunity with Paul Pogba. He should have scored the header. That's the one I can really think of. I know Alexis Sanchez had a goal ruled out for offside. I don't know whether it was offside or definitely or not because I was behind the goal, so I didn't have a great view of it, but I haven't heard any complaints since then, so you seem to think it was offside. And every time there's a cup final, whether it's Manchester United against Chelsea or, I don't know, a playoff final or whatever, whenever there's a cup final and the losing team is going into the last 5-10 minutes, there's a moment where you seem to think they've just thrown the kitchen sink at this now. And there was not one moment in this game where we seemed to just go for it. It's a cup final and we played like it was 0-0 and 0-0 was enough. And for me, that's not good enough. We never once really went for it. 2, the substitutions came too late. 3, like, why did Lingard go off when he was one of the only players that was dropping in between the lines, dropping in between the holes, stretching people, trying to make things happen? Alexis Sanchez, who hasn't played well at all, he stays on the pitch. And this is what I've been saying for such a long time. The manager has his favourites, and it was his favourites today, Valencia, Smalling, Jones, Young, that let us down. Because ultimately, Valencia, Smalling, Jones and Young aren't good enough defensively. They aren't good enough to be a Manchester United team. And they're not good enough to be starting in a final for Manchester United. Jones just showed you what he did. Now look, Smalling, yeah, in the second half he did all right. He was good with some of what Hazard did. But it's his general irrational attitude to defending and erratic style. And they're all at it, Jones, Smalling, Young. It's just not good enough, man. And I hope today was the last day we ever see that defense together again. Ever. Jose's got some big things to change this team. He needs to change the way we're playing because it's not good enough. And I hear people talk about, let's get Justin Kluivert, let's get this guy. If Jose Mourinho cannot get the best out of Marcus Rashford, Anthony Martial, I beg you please don't ask us to bring in Justin Kluivert because he's just going to ruin him as well. So there needs to be some changes. We need to change the way we're playing if we're going to be a success. And even that, look, I'm not saying let's go all out attack. I'm not saying I want to see what Klopp and Pep are doing. I'm not saying any of that. But I've seen Jose Mourinho teams play better than this. And then it's just not good enough. Not good enough, and especially in a cup final as well. Awful, and now we got to sit on this for the rest of the summer. Look, the league campaign, yeah, we're second. It's been a progression. It's better than 6th. We're Champions League. You seem to feel like Manchester United are a better team than we were last season. But watching it, I wouldn't be surprised if someone told me Louis van Gaal was in the dugout today. Anyway, fan cams are coming. Make sure you're liking, sharing, subscribing. Get your comments in below. We've got you covered for the whole summer. We got tomorrow's transfers today and all that stuff starting soon. But yeah, cheers guys, see you in a bit.